Last episode was our first real test of Void. Void sent these lovely, good-looking creatures to come and tickle us. They did tickle us. We didn't really take much damage. We kind of had a few issues, but nothing too much that we can handle. And then I found out from the comment section that this isn't actually Void. And that scares me even more than what I was previously. Welcome to Randy's Revenge, episode 4, and yes, turns out this is easy. This is easy mode, and Harry's down, Jezebel's down, Amelia's damaged. I am scared now of Void, and I don't think I've been taking this series serious enough to actually prepare for it. So the goal of today's episode are going to be very simple, as they always are. We need to recruit these people, and we need to get this base online and fully operational. We need kitchen sorted, we need the bedrooms upgraded, we need a research room, we need crafting sorted, we need a medical room. And most importantly, we need better weapons. Looking through the weapons tab, we have got some pretty good weapons, you know? Things aren't going too badly for us on that front with everybody with the best possible weapons and excluding these persona weapons. But we need more. We need more power. So if you enjoy any of today's episode, are excited to see what powers we can gain and all those exciting things, consider liking, subscribing, and make sure you tell your mum about it. Let's get into things and let's wait until everybody finally breaks out of their mental states. And we have a quest for Sarah's hopeless refugees. Sarah and another desperate refugee are approaching, and they say that crops blighted and starved out their village. This was definitely the work of Void, 100%. And Sarah begs for permission to stay here for 16 days. In return, they offer to fight and work. You know what? I need to accept. 2 more people is humongous. Absolutely huge. So we've got Sarah, who is a purse slave, so loves being enslaved, but very good at mining, decent at plants, an all-round nice character for us to pick up. And then we have Riku, a Neanderthal, who's also extremely good at mining, and also kind of good at other things. These 2 colonists would be really nice to keep permanently, you know, very much so. But for the time being, they can just kind of help out, I think. And Kakol has now been released from prison, finally. Welcome, Kakol, welcome. And now Kakol was originally going to be our replacement spelunker for Amelia, but we have Merv now. So Kakol, unfortunately, doesn't really suit many roles around the colony with her current stats. I think she can just kind of help out wherever she can. At the moment, Benito is our next oldest colonist at 57, so he will probably take the next role within the colony. So I can't even give Kakol that. So Kakol, just kind of don't die. You know, that's all I can recommend you to do. So when I say that we are literally storing our shit on the shelves as well, though, I'd like to think that we're not actually storing fecal sludge, shit, on our shelves. Guys, what is going on? Some endangered giant pandas have wandered into the map. Such wonderful, fine, and mysterious creatures. I'd love to be able to tame these guys and make them our friends, but free food? I can't say no to that. Oh no, a betrayal. The refugees who asked to stay with you are turning against you. It seems they had this treachery planned all along. Oh, really? Really, guys? I mean, I understand, you know, you're taking advantage of Amelia, who's having a mental breakdown in the desert, but if you could not, that would be fantastic. Oh, they've destroyed my wind turbine. Of all the things to destroy, that's the one that I didn't want them to destroy, you know? Amelia has just killed Sarah. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, we did have one survivor, though. Riku did survive. Riku is pretty good at mining and is a cat person, so should get along with Amelia really, really well. As a Neanderthal, they are kind of just a bit simple and not very that good. But I can't say no to colonists at the moment, honestly. I just can't. And I haven't got a Neanderthal yet. Let's look at the positives. And a prison break. Moody and Riku decided to escape. Oh my god. Moody's just obliterate Merv. We only have 2 colonists up at the moment because everybody else is on having mental breakdowns. Hopefully. Oh, Kakol's having a tantrum as well. So Amelia is the only colonist that we've got that is able to do anything. Fantastic. Riku has just tried to blow up Kakol. Archotech Wrath. Riku has gone into a nanite-fueled Wrath. Wrath. You know the word. He's become immune to damage and will attack anyone he sees with increased speed. This has happened because he's equipped an Archotech weapon. Okay, well, let's first off disable Moody. And then we will capture Moody first. Do one job at a time. And Riku's decided to break into our... Riku's decided to break into our freezer and steal our vodka. There we go. Right, he's down. Perfect. Well, it's a good thing I didn't equip anyone with that architect weapon. Otherwise, they'd just be really, really, really upset. And some wild men have wandered in as well. They're all of the wrong ideology, which is not a worries. But some of them aren't too bad. We've got Val here that has got a critical passion of 12 in art, but 13 in social. And it's kind of okay across the board. Alana with a double passion in plants, which is very nice. And John, who has a single passion in shooting of 11, has double passion in crafting and in medical. All of them are pretty good. So I'm going to get them all tamed, and we're going to see how we go. A trader from the military corporations. I did think that these guys had disappeared because of Void, but they're still here. Let's see what they've got and see if we can get rid of some colony wealth. And as an update, because I don't think I've shown you guys for quite a while, our colony wealth is currently sitting at 665,000 on day 70. Nice. Let's see if we can get that down a little bit. So there we go. Only a small trade deal that we'll be completing today. Only 315,000 silver that we'll be getting. I am going to go out of my way to buy some stuff back from them, some food, some more medicine and things to keep people alive. And a new recruit, Benito, has joined us. Now, Benito plays an extremely important role within this colony. Despite being very, very sad and miserable and angry for some reason, he will be our key researcher and crafter. As a genie, he won't really do too much combat because he's pretty bad. Apart from the double passion in melee, but we go from there. He's going to be researching. Something that I haven't actually particularly gone into too much this series, because a lot of the items that we'd get from researching we can get from the quarry, but we are missing out on a few key components like sterile materials, hospital beds, all those things that we need in order to make use of the bionics that we're getting. So Benito, you are probably, at the moment, one of our most important colonists for the future. 100%. Apart from the fact that you're part of the wrong ideology. We can't even do a conversion ritual. Do I arrest Benito again just to lock him up? No. Benito, I'm going to not lock you up just because I can use you for your research. There we are. So we now have every single role within the colony fulfilled. Which now means we can do a conversion ritual, which is of very, very bad quality at the moment because of the rum impressiveness. So we're not going to bother doing that for the time being. Instead, we're just going to kind of use the convert skill as best as we can. Kakol has converted Benito to the groundskeepers. 58% to 0%. Fair enough. Okay, that was extremely quick. So all within this episode, we have gained 2 more colonists so far. The base is coming along really nicely. Merv is going around mining up all the different rooms. So far up here, this is going to be our infirmary and bionics storage area. We're going to have our research area here. This is going to eventually be a crafting area for like the very small amount of things that we will want to craft or need to craft. And that's going to be about it. Otherwise, we're going to focus on just sort of keeping things stored. A lot of the base is going to end up going totally to storage and just general defense. And Cole has mentally broken down and has decided that she's going to kill Jezebel. Jezebel is an immortal vampire, and I'm not sure that's going to go well for her. I've also set up a room up here. This is going to be our IG Legion room up here as well. Once we can get everything split up into its own separate places, people will be so much happier because logos won't be disrespected. We can build the right things. I think the most important thing about defeating Void is going to be keeping people happy. It's the one thing we haven't been able to do, and I think once we solve this issue, we'll be on top of the world. And a new recruit touches a vulnerable part of Alana, demanding obedience. Welcome, Alana, welcome. Alana was really good at plants. Very nice. Just what we need, honestly. Alana is of the wrong ideology, but as we saw with Benito getting converted just like that, I don't think I'm actually going to arrest her for the time being and just see if it'll naturally convert. Let's just dug up 18 Resurrector Mech Serums. 18 Resurrector Mech Serums. Holy. That's humongous. That's absolutely massive. I mean, if anyone dies, you know, go for it. I mean, we can bring you back almost immediately. Also now planned out a new entrance to the base. Whilst it is kind of convenient to have them go down this little strip here that's already naturally formed, it's not really that good looking. So instead, I've built a 5-wide corridor that goes down the center of the base straight to the quarry. Might not be the best idea when Void could just destroy the quarry and that's it. But it's going to look a hell of a lot better, basically. And with the main corridor as well, it means everything's kind of centralized as well. Why are there enemies on the map? We're being raided. Oh my god, what is that? A mother. Thankfully, my mother doesn't look like that, because that's a bit scary. Okay, so we're being raided, and they didn't let me know about it. That sounds absolutely bloody fantastic. They don't seem to be too hostile at the moment, because they're going around eating the dead bodies. So maybe we'll be fine. I don't know. We're going to go search and destroy, kind of on the assumption that we might be okay. Oh, they're not even hostile to us. They're not even hostile to us, because they're just eating dead bodies. Yeah, they're not hostile. And the last one is a Roid Hulk. Yeah, very powerful, very strong, but they're not revenging, and they're not actively hunting any of my colonists. Which is very strange. So I'm going to kind of assume that there's something wrong with the game. But we are being raided as well by the voracious plague at the same time. Not really ideal. One of them is apparently on fire all of a sudden. There's a few of them that are on fire. There's a load of pikemen here. What is going on? This is a mess. So we've got Void here. We've got the voracious plague. And we've got mechanoids. Right. Okay. And unfortunately, the mechanoids have killed off both of the wired people. Jonathan might survive here, but Val is gone. And the mythic servants from the voracious plague are being in the assault, whilst we're also fist fighting with pikemen. What is going on? What is going on? And Alana's gonna die here. Oh god, Alana. What are you doing? Like, what is Alana doing? And the mythic servants from the voracious plague are healing as well. There are quite a few survivors here, so I'm just going to go through the ones that are any good and show you guys if they are. So the only one that I am interested in, I think, is Sam. Sam is an impid with 14 singular passion in shooting, 4 in construction, and double passion on 3 intellectual. Another colonist that can help with the research. All the other ones are okay. Like, there's several of them that I'm kind of interested in, but they aren't good enough. And Jezebel, unfortunately, is bleeding out in 6 seconds. There's nothing I can do about that, and she's gone into an involuntary death rest. Kind of a shame, but at least she's not dead. Let's look at the positives. And interestingly, John did actually manage to survive. Another one of the wild people that I was very much interested in. I guess I will capture John for the time being. If he survives, he survives. If he doesn't, he doesn't. I'm not going to be too fussed. And unfortunately, Alana has died. Not sure how she died, because I definitely am currently healing her. But hey, we have 18 resurrected mech serums. So let's just use one of those. And there you go. Alana has been resurrected. Easy peasy. And we have a food caravan turning up from the civil industrial conglomerate. This is huge. This is absolutely massive. Although our freezer is fairly stocked at the moment, any food is better than nothing. Like, we're desperate. I will buy all of your food. Okay, so not only do these guys have loads of food, like, I'm talking absolutely loads, and I'm buying an absolute load of it as well. They have eggs that are actually colonists. We have Itakin eggs, Redcap eggs, Pollux-kin eggs, Impid eggs, Heir of Suitor eggs, Great Ogre eggs, Garanlin kind eggs, eggs of everything that you can think of. You know what? Let's have one of those so I can see what kind of colors I get from that. I want an ogre egg as well because I love ogres so much. And the rest of them I'm not particularly interested in. You know what? Let's get Itakin as well. 3 more colonists I've just purchased from an egg. Yeah, that's fine. So I'm keeping all of our colonist eggs, just up here in the corner. I don't know where else to put them. I guess as long as it's not too warm, it's not too cold, it'll probably be okay. I don't know where else to put them, you see, so who knows. I've worked out why Kakol keeps breaking down. It's taken a long time, and throughout this episode, Kakol has broken down a number of times, and it just doesn't make sense. So it turns out she has an aggression amplifier. No idea where this has come from, but as a result of having the aggression amplifier, she's just constantly angry, which is nice because it gives her a melee hit chance plus 10, but it also then means that she's just really angry all the time. Apparently, I cannot remove that, which is quite annoying because she's very angry. Very, very angry. I'd imagine we need to research brain surgery and then we can, but for the meantime, we're just going to have to let her kind of do her thing. So for all of the eggs to hatch, it's going to be 13 days, 2 in-game weeks. I'm looking forward to this. I don't know if they're going to deteriorate because they're on the floor. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm excited to see. 3 more colonists. Nice. Cole has decided to go on a murderous rage as well. Cole, can you just, like, stop? Just for, like, 5 minutes, please. Just stop. Jesus. Please don't kill Benito. Benito is a lovely, lovely man. Oh. Okay, we've saved Benito. Benito is okay. Whew. That's close. And at some stage, we've actually managed to finish the previous research, and now we're on to the next one. We've got Grimstone, Glassworks, or Genetic Creation. Interesting. I think we're just going to go for Grimstone because I could really do with finding some important researches that we haven't got. And I think we have reached the end of today's episode, and today has been a fantastic day. We have got ourselves eggs. Eggs of the finest quality, and the most amazing omelette can be made from them. Today's been a brilliant episode, and I'm really happy with the progress that we've made on the base and everything. We've actually started to make real progress towards getting everybody equipped, getting more resources, getting food, getting just everything sorted for when Void finally decides to just absolutely take us out and destroy us. Today's been good. Today has been very good. So if you have enjoyed any of today's episode and are excited to see our little eggs hatch into big babies, consider liking, subscribing, and make sure you tell your mum about it, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.